Every strike gets me closer to the next home run. Babe Ruth. My friends, let's jump into these charts and see how well our practice trades are going and where these other charts are. I'm going to start off with the S&P 500. We entered that trade early in the afternoon yesterday after a big up morning. Into the day, still a little bit in the green. Lots of volatility in the morning, down a little bit for the day, 0.12%. But we are okay at this point. Price percent, oh gosh, going back to my old habits. The STC is heading up, moving through that gray zone, moving up quite nicely. What do we have going for us? Well, the 2-day is green, nice big green up candle. STC is also green. We've pushed through the 200 EMA, so that's going well. Weekly also going up with us, looking quite nice, green on the STC. So everything's looking okay as we end the week. We'll see how this new week starts. Hopefully things will move in the right direction. If they do, great. If they don't, we close it and move on. That is how you play this game. You don't let your emotions get involved. What do we see when we move to the Qs? Down in the morning, again, more volatility. Up a little bit in the afternoon, closed down in the red, down 0.40%. STC still moving up. That's good to see. Where are we on the 2-day? It's green and heading up, and green on the STC. As far as the candlesticks and the STC goes, same on the weekly chart. We can see a big wick on top where things backed off some for this week. Green spinning top, so more indecision than we saw particularly 2 weeks ago. Hopefully this move will keep going. We cleared 2 weeks ago the 200 EMA on the weekly chart. So hopefully things on both the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ 100 on these two trades will keep going in the right direction. Where are we on 20-year bonds? Well, they're still negative. Well, let's see. You can see how negative they still are on the weekly chart, but 3 weeks of up movement. But let's look first at the 195-minute chart. It is penetrating the 200 EMA. That's good to see, but we haven't had a reset on the STC. It needs to reset for us before we're going to pull the trigger on any potential up trade. Where are we on the 2-day? It is below the 200 EMA, just like the weekly is. Green on the STC on both of those, and green on the candlesticks, but still in that negative territory. So we gotta just let bonds sort their way out. We will continue to watch, wait and see. Of course, if you look at that weekly chart on bonds, you can see how much bonds sucked wind for a long, long time. A little bit of a tick up previously back in June and July, and then rolling back over hard in August, September, October, and in November starting to climb some. So we'll keep our eye on things. Another trade we had that started yesterday with all that up movement was gold. And what did we see happen with gold? We jumped in the morning. Things up a little more in the afternoon, down in the morning pretty good bit. Now again, we only are risking 0.91% in this trade, so there's not a lot hanging out there. But we did have lots of volatility in the morning. It is true that could have taken you out if you allowed it to do so. STC nonetheless still heading up, still green on a candle. Again, burning out a little bit there toward the end of the week, but we'll wait, watch, and see where gold goes for us. At the beginning of the week, we do have, very nicely, the 2-day chart pushing through the 200 exponential moving average, green on the STC also. That's good to see after things had slid sideways for about 6 to 8 days and then booming up the last 2-day candle. What about the weekly? Of course, again, reaching a most recent higher high during the course of this week. Price, the derivative, oh gosh. The STC, it's been a long week, friends. STC still heading up, and 4 green candles heading up. So hopefully gold will continue in the direction and give us some gold back on our practice trade. Lastly, we'll go to Bitcoin. Where is Bitcoin? Well, I am releasing this afternoon for everyone the Charting Crypto and Commodities. Encourage you to listen to that over the weekend. I think you'll get a lot out of it, particularly the commodities portion, because everything you hear in the news, you can follow the commodities charts and see just what you're being told and how it comports with what is actually going on with price. But as far as Bitcoin goes, still below the 200 EMA. It is green on the STC, but we've had so much down movement, which plays itself out easier to see in the 2-day chart. It is going to green there, trying to gain a little bit, up 1% for the day. Not a lot for Bitcoin, up or down. Where are we on this weekly chart? Indecision this week after 3 weeks of down movement. Not a recovery at this point, friends. Still in that $16 mark after leaving the $18 to $19 mark. So, tough. We'll wait. At some point, the bleeding will stop. When it does, we'll let you know, and we'll get into some practice trades as we have before. God bless, my friends. Hope you have a good weekend. If you love what we do, then join us. How do you do that? You become a Patreon supporter. We sure appreciate it. The things you support tend to stay around, and lots of great training. If you're interested in learning how to buy and sell options, well, we've got the best option training out there. Options Made Simple, the Charting Wealth Way, free at any of our Patreon support levels. God bless. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.